Thank you. Order. The Honorable Member for Zambezi East.
Madam Speaker, I sincerely thank you for recognizing me to ask a follow-up question following that elaborate ministerial statement delivered by the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security. Madam Speaker, I'm entitled to my own opinion as I ask this question. I have noticed that the trend of what we are actually debating over this afternoon is very similar to the gassing exercise. Yeah. That was clearly launched by unscrupulous people, arguably the PF during the PF regime, and the orchestrators of this scheme were the very first ones to stand on the platform to try and point accusing fingers for political expedience. And the pattern has continued. It's very clear, even here, when you look, both in the social media, on the floor of this house, and in any other fora, that the people jumping highest to shout lion.
Order, Honorable Member. Can we ask... The question, can you ask your point of clarification? Let's not debate. If you want to debate, can somebody move a motion? Then we'll have enough time to debate. But for now, it's points of clarification on the statement that the minister made.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for your counsel. I always treasure your counsel because it helps me to frame my questions. Madam Speaker, just to conclude, that the pattern is not different from the gassing exercise. Yeah. And look around, if you are intelligent enough to just check who is perpetuating the whole of this story. Yeah. It is men associated with some people seated on the left-hand side in this house. What can stop me, Madam Speaker?
Order.
Honorable Minister.
Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members, can you take your seats? I've taken note of what you're saying. I've guided. Please take your seats. I've taken note of what your points of order. What you want to raise a point of order. By all of you standing at the same time, it doesn't make any difference. Honorable Member for Zambezi East, I've guided. Please. Let's remain relevant to the point that is being discussed on the floor of the House. Ask a question or point of clarification on the ministerial statement. Please don't bring in other issues. Don't bring in other issues because these will just result in some form of anarchy in the House and disorder in the House, which I'm not going to allow. Honorable Member, may you proceed. If you have no question, then maybe we move to the next person.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I always treasure your guidance. Now, let me conclude my question. Addressed through you, Madam Speaker, to the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security. Yes. You alluded to the fact that investigations have now been launched, and you have cases that have been reported to the police, and the police have some evidence. Among those cases that are being investigated, don't we have any men that are pointing towards these men on the left-hand side? Oh, thank you, Madam Speaker.
Order, Honorable.
It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Will not be addressed like that.
Honorable Member. The Honorable
No, it's
Member.
unacceptable.
Order.
That's stupidity. It's unacceptable.
Order. Honorable Member for Zambezi East. Order, honorable members, order. Honorable Member for Zambezi East, please can you apologize, withdraw and apologize for those remarks?
Madam Speaker, I would like to withdraw the reference to the people seated on your left-hand side. But the substantive question.
Order, Honorable Member for Zambezi, you are now out of order. Let's not trivialize these issues. Let's look at them seriously and give them the seriousness that they deserve. The people of Zambia are concerned about this issue. Order, honorable members. I don't want to talk over your voices. If it's not of interest, then we move to another point. I'm trying to give guidance. You raise this point, and the minister has been asked to come and render a ministerial statement. Now we are making fun of the whole thing. And the people out there are listening to the debate and the manner in which you are debating. The next question will be from the Honorable Member for Bwacha.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Point of procedure, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Order. There is a point of procedure by the Honorable Member for Lunte. What's the point of procedure?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, your procedure in this House is that when a good minister, like the one who is on the floor right now, delivers a good statement, like he has done, you give time for your honorable members to follow up. And that time, Madam Speaker, is supposed to be properly spent, as your House always does. Today, your honorable member for Zambezi East decides to waste time when there is a very serious business on the floor, Madam Speaker. Your time has counted, and yet for nothing. Madam Speaker, will your members not make follow-ups on such a good statement by the minister, which is of such serious public importance, just because of time having been wasted deliberately by my honorable colleague? I seek your serious direction, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Member for Lunte, I've already guided, and I found the Honorable Member for Zambezi East out of order, and that's why I didn't even call on the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs to respond to him. In terms of time, I've my own mechanism here. I've already informed the members of staff that we are going to increase by 10 minutes. So please, as we ask questions, the time also is squandered by honorable members debating instead of asking points of clarification. If we just stick to asking the point of clarification precisely to the point instead of debating, then we will use the time properly for the purpose for which it's intended. Please, as guided, if any honorable member is going to debate, they will be ruled out of order and their question will not be answered. The Honorable Member for Bwacha.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And thank you so much, Minister, for the statement. And Madam Speaker, this statement is very serious, and it should have come in as yesterday. My question, Madam Speaker, is, Honorable Minister, as your ministry or government tried to find out what...
Order, stop the clock. There is a point of order from your neighbor there, the Honorable Member for Chitambo. What's the point of order?
Sorry. A point of order, Madam Speaker, is on the Member of Parliament for Zambezi, whom you asked to apologize when he was referring to the people on your left. Madam, Zambezi East, Madam Speaker, on your left, there sit honorable ministers. If you could see, those honorable ministers are sitting with us here on your left. The leader of opposition and the serious honorable members of this House. Madam Speaker, you asked the honorable member of Zambezi East to apologize to these people on your left, which he hasn't done. If he does not apologize, Madam Speaker, we shall be compelled to write to you so that you can come and apologize on the floor of this House, standing maybe there, to the members on your left. Because, Madam Speaker, this is a very serious accusation that he has made on us sitting on your left, including your ministers. I seek your serious ruling, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I had guided that the honorable minister, the honorable member for Zambezi East withdraws and apologizes. Because of the interruption that happened, I heard him withdraw, but I didn't hear him apologize. May the honorable member please apologize.
Not a problem. Madam Speaker, I know this House is a house of rules.
Honorable member for Zambezi East, please can you render your apology so that we make progress?
Madam Speaker, I seek your guidance on what I should apologize for. Because I withdrew the statement, so it means the statement is plunged. So what will I apologize for?
Honorable member, order, honorable member. The statement was made, you withdrew it, but now you are apologizing for having made that statement.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I'm not shy of apologizing. I sincerely withdraw the statement in reference to those shouting lion, lion to be responsible for this same news which we are discussing here. I withdraw it and apologize to them in reference to them. But my opinion still remains.
You are out of order. May the honorable member for Wacha proceed.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Like I stated, this is a very, very important and very serious matter. The nation is watching, and the whole world is watching. And through you, Madam Speaker, I think it is important that we attach great importance to this matter before the House. My question, Honorable Minister, is, you stated that, I don't know if it is a launch, that it began in 2016. Minister, as your ministry or government tried to find out why the cases of sodomy and homosexuality have kept on rising, especially this time around, in a country that we call and we continue calling a Christian nation. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I will ask the Honorable Minister to answer, although I heard him answer it in his ministerial statement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, there is no evidence to show that the cases of sodomy are rising. What is evident is that members of the public are reporting these cases. It's possible that in the past, cases were not being reported. And we must bear in mind that these activities are done in private. They are not done publicly. Even people who are engaged in this homosexuality, they don't do it in public. It's done in private, in the dark, under the blankets. We can't know who is doing it. We don't know. So we hear you, Honorable Member of Parliament for Wacha. We are concerned as government, just as you are concerned. We'll do our investigations. Whether there is a matter that needs urgent attention, we'll do that. But we would like to appeal to all of us as leaders, church leaders, all leaders of the communities that we must work together to ensure that the morals of our country are not eroded. It is our duty and the responsibility. We strongly believe as a nation that homosexuality should not be allowed. Our President Hakainde, has on many occasions made pronouncements on this matter that we should not and that we don't accept homosexuality. And I also want to tag on the issue that was raised by my colleague, the honorable member for Shiwangandu, that this matter is a matter that we have to tread carefully. As he has indicated, it has international ramifications. But as a country, we have made a decision. The laws are there. These are criminal activities which should be treated as criminal activities. We should not, I repeat, Madam Speaker, we should not trivialize this matter and bring in political connotations over this matter. We have heard mischievous leaders who have been saying that the UPND is not condemning homosexuality. When we have done that on several occasions, on the floor of this House, outside this House, we have made commitments and pronouncements that this House, this country will not condone homosexuality. But because other people want to gain political mileage out of cheap criminality, they want to be speaking on top of anti-youths. We should not allow that.